This game is very much on Seiya Suzuki, but he has been spectacular for 2 months.
This doesn't negate what he's done.
No.
Absolutely. He
agreed.
As we talked on the pregame show, where throughout the season, like Cody Bellinger had his stretches where he was putting the offense on his back and carrying them. Seiya has done that as well, and he's played really good defense in right field. Like he had last year, he had some struggles getting acclimated. Wrigley Field's a hard right field. We know that, but he's been He's been good defensively in right field this year for him, and over the last 2 months or last month and a half, whatever, he has been the offensive guy they've needed. And so the error does not negate that. Absolutely not. Like he is a big part of how they've kept themselves in this position. But yes, today he needed to catch that ball. And at this point, as we've said, wins are the only thing that matters right now because they're trying to make the playoffs. And I guess fortunately, in a way that the Marlins got rained out today, so they're playing a doubleheader, which means the Cubs are still technically in the wild card spot. And doubleheaders are suck. They just suck for baseball players. So maybe that's like a silver lining, but Seiya needs to catch that ball, and at this point of the season, that's the difference. And I'm not gonna look back at this season and say, or in the last 2 months and say, no, that like losing that game, just whatever Seiya did before that. Nah, no, he has had a great couple months, but they need to win ball games, and they lost a lead in a game they lost because of that play, and it sucks for Seiya because he has been so good. He was arguably the player of the game going up to that point. But it's it's not some small play, and I know what people are saying. It's what I suggested as we were walking over. Said he either lost the ball in the lights, or something flew into his eye, or he took his eye off the ball. One of those three things happened. Now they're saying a fly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, not at this point. Not at this point. If
catch the ball, bro.
If this is May, maybe you forget about it, because if he goes out and plays well after that, like you get over it.
Bug doesn't matter to me.
This is a very
doesn't matter.
This is like a time where every win matters, and they don't win the game. And it sucks to just say that it's because of Seiya, right? He had a good game himself. Like I think part of the reason they were even up 6-5 at that point, obviously, is because Seiya had a
2-run triple.
But the deciding play in the game is a fly ball that wasn't caught by Seiya Suzuki. So yeah, that's it.
Yes, John in the chat. John's saying just like the game against the Brewers years ago, I could hear Ron Santo without calling up the video yelling, "Oh no!" I mean it was the same type of feel. I mean, it just
still made the playoffs that year.
Yeah.
If people could have been watching us watch the game, Cody was pacing for like 10 minutes, ready to literally vomit on the floor. And the ball goes up, and I'm yelling, they got it. They got it.
Yeah.
And as I say they got it the second time, Cody claps his hands, puts his head down, doesn't see the play, and the ball drops. And when you lifted your head up afterwards, you were like, what's all that about?
I had no idea what happened. It was a routine fly ball. That's why I reacted that way.
Well, now I see people in the chat. They're like, we're not blaming the entire loss on Seiya, right? Like Justin Steele struggled in that 6th inning. The bullpen didn't hold
things
the
led
Braves
to
at
it.
bay. Assad, was it Assad that gave up that home run to Acuna?
Yeah.
Like he gave up a 2-run home run that made it a 1-point game. Like a lot led up to it. So none of us are putting the sole blame for that loss on Seiya, because again, as I said,
shouldn't have been in that situation.
He had a good game prior. He had 2-3 RBIs in that game to help them build that lead. Like it's definitely not all on Seiya.
It's just
it's
frustrating.
It's where that play is gonna be like the highlight of the game, right?
People aren't going to remember if they don't make the playoffs. People aren't going to remember a double he hit in this game. They're gonna remember the drop fly ball.
That's what I'm saying. It sucks.
Barb, the godmother of CHGO Cubs podcast, says he's not a bum, but he blew that play.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
he did.
That sums it up for me.